ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gameplays. Today we're going to be looking at Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which was released back on March 24th. The sequel to the title of the same name, Luigi's Mansion, for the Nintendo GameCube almost 12 years ago. Amazing, isn't it? Took that long to make another sequel. However, I think it was well worth the wait, and this was definitely well worth the $40 that I spent. So we're gonna do this walkthrough a little bit differently. I'm not gonna do a blind playthrough like I did with New Super Mario Bros. 2, because I think what would have happened if I did was a longer walkthrough and probably me just performing trial and error here. So let's get right into this. I actually have one file already in progress. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna actually be playing my own file and playing through all the different levels, so that when I do the walkthrough, that I'm able to actually show you every most of the treasure spots and you know, just basically have a much more fluid walkthrough. So we're gonna select File 2 and let's begin. Luigi! I need your help, Sonny. The ghosts have gone hostile. What are you doing on the floor? Never mind that. I'm preparing the pixelator. Hold still, young feller. Here we go. Greetings, Luigi. I knew our paths would cross again. Yes, after 12 years. You seem a bit tense, son. Relax, we're perfectly safe here in this impenetrable bunker. Anywho, it's been too long, my boy. What have you been up to? I imagine you've been off adventuring with that daredevil brothers of yours. Me? Oh, I've just been continuing my research on paranormal happenings and whatnot. In fact, after our last adventure, I became somewhat of an authority in the field. But enough about that. Let me fill you in on our ghostly predicament. See that on the screen? That there is the Dark Moon. It's a mysterious celestial body that has a pacifying effect on all the ghosts in the Evershade Valley. When I heard about it, I jumped at the race chance to study ghosts in a peaceful environment. It was incredible, my boy. I was doing some of the best research of my long and storied career. That is, until something snapped inside the ghosts and they suddenly got all hostile. It got so bad I had to escape from the gloomy manor and hide here, where the ghosts can't find me. Of course, I'm not one to sit around and twiddle my thumbs. I wanted to know why the ghosts freaked out. So I settled in and did some research to figure out what had happened. That's when I discovered something truly astonishing. The Dark Moon had vanished from the sky! And on top of that, the whole Evershade Valley had become enveloped in an eerie fog. And what a mess it is. If we don't do something about it, the ghosts might leave this valley and terrorize the world beyond. Worse still, my research will go to waste. You can't let that happen, my boy. Now I've got good news and I've got bad news. Wait here. The good news is that I found a fragment of the Dark Moon nearby. But the bad news is that I found a fragment of the Dark Moon nearby, meaning the thing's broken. And this Dark Moon piece seems to be corrupted by some sort of energy. I reckon it's a disruptive energy that suppresses the Dark Moon's ability to pacify ghosts. But lucky for us, I've got inventions for all kinds of situations. Stand back, Sonny. Alright, so then EGAD takes out a device kind of looking like a gramophone of some sort. And it has the ability to clean up any dark energy. As you can see, when you clean up the piece, it lifts the fog a little bit, exposing a little more of the Evershade Valley. I've done it, Luigi. It seems to have regained its original power. And did you hear that whooshing noise outside, youngster? Let me check my instruments. Criminy! All the fog around this bunker is gone. Quick, let's take a look at the map of Evershade Valley. So as you might know, this we're now in an actual place, whereas back in Luigi's mansion it was pretty much Professor EGAD's lab and the mansion, and there was no name to the place except, you know, we can assume that was the Mushroom Kingdom, but here we have the Evershade Valley. And as you see in the story, King Boo pretty much wanted to, I would think he would have gotten revenge for being sucked up by Luigi in the original Luigi's Mansion. But anyway, let's continue. Luigi, do you know what this means? We should be able to reach the Gloomy Manor now. But more importantly, it means that restoring the Dark Moon will solve all our problems. If we find all the Dark Moon pieces, the fog in the valley will vanish, and the ghosts will return to normal. But until then, all those ghosts will need to be contained. That's where you come in, Luigi. Why, you're the best ghost wrangler I know, son. Coincidentally, you're also the only ghost wrangler I know. So what do you say, young feller? Will you help me capture the ghosts and restore the Dark Moon? Oh, of course you will. It'll be just like the old times.